Hey everybody, this is Dr. B. I'm here with Custom Made Weight Loss. We are celebrating our 1-year anniversary, and all this week we'll be going through and just introducing ourselves and doing some interviews with some of our patients who've worked with us. We've been in business now, like I said, this is our very first year in business. I am the founder, and I'm going to introduce my co-founder, who is also working with me, my partner in crime.
Hi, I'm Danishka Pardo. How are you guys?
Thank you for joining us today. We have our special guest, Miss Milana Pilko. I have to apologize because yesterday I called Milana Meadows. Milana has been married for almost 5 years, so she jumped down my throat yesterday when I called her.
I sure did.
I've known her for 15 years, and so it's easy sometimes. It just rolls off. Milana Meadows. It just rolls off my lips. So anyway, this is Milana Pilko. Congratulations on going into your 5th year of marriage. She is our special guest. She interviewed me and Danishka yesterday. We were in the hot seat. And so we told you that today we had a special treat. We were going to have Milana come on, and we were putting her in the hot seat because she was our very first patient that walked through our doors April 27th of 2019. And we worked with her. We were able to help her reach her goals in terms of her weight loss. And so we're going to go on and talk to her. She'll be able to share a little bit of her story. She's given us permission to put a little bit out there. Usually we say we have the HIPAA consent where we have to keep the privacy, but she's willing to do full disclosure because we believe, and she believes, that her story can definitely benefit other people. So we're going to dig deep and just talk to her and see how things have progressed with her and her weight loss goals. So Milana, thank you so much for thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm looking at my phone because I actually wrote notes for today.
I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm over here trying to pull up because we came up with some questions for you, but I know we said we were going to do a little icebreaker. So let's talk about some what are we doing for our own personal self-care these days now that we're all stuck in the house with this coronavirus. What are you doing over there, Milana?
So for my self-care, I ignore my family. I go in my bedroom. This is our bedroom, and I've been getting into some good shows on Netflix. The last show that I've been watching is Hot to Handle. I love singles. I love dating. I love drama. I've been watching that. Hot to Handle. I recommend Milana stamp that. I enjoy. I've been watching Married at First Sight. That's also a good one. Yeah, I really like that. I got into these press-on nails.
Oh Lord! Wow.
Okay. I braided my own hair.
Oh wow!
Like 3 days to do it, and I take my toddler for a walk. I've been his teacher. Things are coming to full circle as far as getting a routine with my tot. My teenager, he's 16. I don't even know if he's going to make it to 11th grade because if it don't have nothing to do with video games, he ain't with it. I don't even know what's going on. I just get on him every day, like get online. I email his teachers, like, has he been participating? That's the most I can do because I don't know how to do that 10th grade maths. I don't know. But as far as self-care, I've just been trying to just get 8 hours of sleep, go to bed by 9, 10, drink 8 glasses of water a day, and watch my shows, do my work, my part-time job, my full-time job, and take care of these kids. It's hard.
You've definitely been, you still have a full plate, even though we're staying at home. You found a way to keep
It's a full plate. I'm so jealous of these people that's like, I'm bored. I want to know what it's like to be bored.
I don't know. I have a hard time being bored myself because my plate is full. My self-care, I don't know that it's there yet because I'm just like you. I'm wearing so many different hats right now, and I'm still trying to figure. You see, I've got my head wrap going again. I'm going through transition. I think by tomorrow my hair should be finished. I'm working on a little project underneath this, so it should be finished by tomorrow.
That is.
What are you up to with your self-care?
Well, you know what? I don't know. I think every day is a little different. You know, I try to do A nice long shower, just because it's my meditation time, it's my quiet time, it's by myself. It's no one is bothering me, no one's harassing me, no one's asking me for milk, cheese, water, fruit, snack, whatever you want to call it. So it's my moment to meditate. I think it's like the spa moment. But really, like I said before, I go on my walks, I go on my runs and every day. Honestly, I think I'm doing more cleanup in here. I'm reorganizing any closet that you could find. I'm reorganizing every shoe place you could find, only just because we are a large party over here, so we're always living on top of each other. So I want to declutter everything, and that's my self-care. That makes me feel declutter.
So does that mean that everybody's like, Mom, where's the crayons?
Yes,
Mom,
no one knows where anything is. I say it's to the left, above on the left shelf. It's everywhere. Everyone's like, "Where's this? Where's that?" I'm like, "There it is." So yeah, but no, they'll get used to it. They'll figure it out. But it's better organization. As long as we know where it is, that's what it is.
Yeah, the joys of being at home. The joys of being at home. Okay, so let's get to the nitty gritty. Today we're talking about Milana. I'm trying to post this on my Facebook page, and I don't know if it's going to show up. If I'm hoping my little tech person behind the scenes can help post this on my page. So if you're hearing me, because I don't see it on there. Anyway,
shout out to Aziz. Hey,
yeah, shout out to our tech guy. He's helping us run the show on this, so we really appreciate him doing this for us. So Milana, to give everybody a little bit of background on you, I know a few years ago you have a 2-year-old now, right? You have a
2.5-year-old
named Jack and a 15, 16-year-old.
A 16-year-old.
Okay. So gave birth a couple years ago and dropped the baby and dropped weight. I really wish I had some pictures that we were able to show after you dropped the weight, because I know a lot of women struggle after they have a baby with losing weight, but somehow you were able to drop down, actually look like you were smaller than what you were before you got pregnant, and had like an amazing beach body. You were posting all these cute little selfies with your wedges and these cute A-line skirts and dresses. And I was like, go girl, look at you, Milana. After having a baby, you would have never known that you had a newborn or like a 3 or 4 month year old. And then I want to say maybe about 8 months later, I happened to run into you someplace, and I was like, oh, what happened? And so when we saw that, you were like, girl, I've been eating. And every time I would see your Facebook pages, you had crab legs, you had this, you were that, you were eating.
First of all, it wasn't crab legs, it was whole crabs.
Whatever you eat, you were eating. So then, I think things started to get a little crazy and haywire. And I think that's when you showed up. So we have some pictures we want to show of what you look like before you came in. That we're going to post, and then we'll take our people. We'll take people so you'll be able to see what the process was. So once those pictures pop up, and I know you came to me and you're like, "Mommy, I need help." So these pictures are eventually going to show up. When Milana walked through our door, this is what we took a picture. And once you should be able to see us here in just a second. First came to us. We can leave that up for a second. And she first walked through the door. You can keep that picture up. Keep that picture up just a few more seconds. I'll let you know when we can take it down. And then we continued on. I want to say, let's go back to that picture. After picture, we were able to get her down to 182, right? Almost 34 pounds or 36 pounds. I think.
Okay.
Milan, looked like you were trying to hold something back. So we were able to definitely get you down, and there were a lot of benefits. But tell us where this whole came. Like, why did you enter our doors? What made you decide to come in and say, "Hey, I want to do something different"?
Okay, so this is a full transparency moment for me. I feel like I am in the hot seat. My turn. So when I was pregnant with Jax, I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes at 25 weeks or so.
Mm-hmm.
And they put me on insulin, and I had to do blood sugars after every meal. And when they told me that, you might as well diagnose me with, I would say corona, I would say HIV, but not corona is much higher. But I felt like I had a stigma on me. I felt embarrassed. I don't know how I got here. Um, I mean, I know how I got here, but I didn't. I thought I could escape it, and I just thought my bad habits finally caught up to me. Just eating what I want and doing what I want. So I had the doctor had me take my sugar. So when I would take my sugar in the morning, my sugar, and for those of you who are diabetic or have gestational diabetes, you would know that your blood sugar needs to be like in the 90s. I mean, at least 100 at the max in the morning, and then after meals, 2 hours after meals, under 130 for you to
Mm-hmm.
be normal. And I would be waking up and my blood sugar be like 105, 110. And
Mhm.
so that's when they was like, we're not messing with you. We're going to keep our eye on you. We want sugars every day. And they would ask me for my monitor. And so when they asked me for my monitor, and so then like I would have to make choices for what I ate, but I didn't know what was making my blood sugar high. So I would, you know, eat my regular thing like English muffin, eggs,
Everything that you weren't supposed to eat.
whatever I wanted, and
Okay.
then like my numbers would be higher than what's supposed to. And then when I followed the chart that my nutritionist gave me, that's what gave me better sugar. No carbs, meat, vegetables. That's it. And then if I eat, and then would have to go for a walk afterwards. And because I was pregnant, I could say to my supervisor, "Hey, I got gestational diabetes. I need a reasonable accommodation to walk for 15 minutes after breakfast and lunch and in afternoon. I just need those 15 minutes to just take a walk in the park or something to burn it."
Mm-hmm.
And I got smaller and smaller. And I mean, I was seeing like no, you couldn't even tell I was pregnant from the back. Like I was all belly. After I had my son, I started my pregnancy at 100, at 210 pounds. I started my pregnancy.
So
And I remember
before you
telling
had the baby, you were 210
when
pounds.
I was 6 weeks pregnant, I was 210 pounds.
Okay.
And
And then I'm going to fast forward just for the sake of time. So you were 210 pounds. And then after you had the baby, you dropped down to.
I was 210 pounds, and then I dropped down to 175 pounds after
Okay.
birth.
And then how long did it take you to get to the 208 after that when you came through our doors?
I guess I had Jackson July 2017. So I saw you probably, was it a year later?
I think so. I
It
think
was a
so.
year later. Like it was January 2019 when I decided to step it up.
Okay.
I
All
saw
right.
you in January 2019, or I guess February. I don't
April.
know.
April.
The time kind of blurred because I had some stuff going on.
Okay, so let's go to our next question. I think Danishka has a question for you, number 2 on our list.
I feel like, obviously this is always a challenge for everyone whenever you go through trying to lose weight. You try to figure out what works best for you, what doesn't work best for you. What would you think was like the biggest struggle for you as you were losing weight?
When I was losing weight, I had the biggest struggle for me was to get in the gym and move.
Yeah.
And the employer that I had afforded me the luxury to have a personal trainer.
Mhm.
So we were provided a personal trainer twice a week for what's it? I think it was like 20 minutes twice a
Mhm.
week.
Mhm. That's
And
still
they
pretty
would
good.
they would murder you in 20 minutes. And my personal trainer was this really, really handsome guy. And that was motivation for me. Because I mean, I mean, even though I'm married, I mean, I be looking, but I
Mhm.
don't be,
You're
but I'm
not
just like,
blind.
I
Oh
just,
Lord.
You're not blind.
but I enjoyed hanging out and spending time with Evan. And I would go and work out with Evan, and I would talk to him about my diet. I would tell him, about what I've been struggling with or whatever. He would murder me for 20 minutes and then be like, "I'll see you Thursday." And
Mhm.
then I didn't want to disappoint him because if you miss 3 appointments you're done, and you have to get on the waiting list for another 3 months to a
Oh, wow.
year.
That sounds like
Wow.
Yeah, so I would work out, and then he'd be like, "I want to see you Monday, Wednesday, Friday on that treadmill. I better see you. I want to hear about you being on that treadmill." And then I started getting a routine, and then I would text Bernie pictures of my progress, and every time because I wanted her to know I was serious. I didn't want her to be disappointed either.
No, I
So
think working out definitely is a big issue for people hitting the gym. And for me and my patients, the first thing I tell them is you don't have to go to the gym in order to be physically active. One of the biggest things that people struggle with right now as we transitioned over the last 50, 60 years from, from being a really physical when we're having physical labor when we're working is now we're more sitting at desks, we're driving everywhere we go to work, we sit, we come home, we sit, we eat, we sit, everything is sitting. So we're not moving as much. If we can just get you to get up and even just go walking, that's all I ask. Meet me halfway, just get up and walk around the block. That's what I need from you. And then we slowly start to introduce additional things that require more cardio. We start to integrate the weightlifting and all of that. So I'm glad that you were willing to stick with it, especially once you get a trainer, it definitely will help. But whether or not, the first thing I ask people is, what's your regimen? What's your physical activity? First thing people say, oh, I've got to go get a gym membership. No, you don't have to get a gym membership. Just use your legs. Use those 2 legs, go outside, get some fresh air, and just start walking. So,
right.
All right, so here's the next question for you. Was there anything that made it easier to go through your weight loss phase? All right.
What made it easier was just having the team that I had. I had you, and I had my personal trainer, and that really kept me. And of course, my friends, but I really don't have a lot of friends. I mean, I have people that I know, but close friends, it's really slim. So those 2 people, I grew closer to you as my friend and my professional doctor, weight loss doctor, and my personal trainer. And it just being held accountable. Like I had need somebody to pull me to the carpet, just like when I was saying earlier about the whole gestational diabetes. When I had to take my sugar after every meal, and then they would hold me accountable and be like, okay, well, we need to see about 25 readings. Where are they? Wait a minute, you skipped one. And that was the day I had banana pudding.
Oh my gosh.
But that helped me account. And so I'm sorry to say that's my personality, but I need accountability.
You said an important word that I like to throw out there to everyone. One of the biggest reasons, the biggest benefits about seeing medical professionals or trainers or nutritionists is that accountability part. I know so many people have tried to do it on their own, but having somebody that will walk you through and help you maintain that accountability will keep you on purpose, focused on your role, on your program, on your journey to success so you can reach your goals. So I think that's a great time for us to just stop and put a plug in here now. In that left upper hand corner, you can see that we have that sign that says 20 pounds in 12 weeks. We've got a 20-pound weight loss challenge. Right now, everybody is struggling because of this coronavirus. We're sitting in the house. We're packing on the pounds. We're stress eating. We're anxiety eating. We're depressed eating. Our house is loaded with junk food. It's time to do a reset. Summer is coming, just like Game of Thrones, winter is coming. We know that summer is coming, and there will be time for us to go outside, put on our shorts, put on our swimsuits, we want to have beach body. So we have a challenge for you to be a part of our weight loss group with virtual weight loss program. It's going to be starting in just a few weeks. If you're interested, you can text us. I think there's a little cue, that prompter that's going down below if you're interested in being a part of us. We're looking forward to the 12 weeks. It's going to be an intense program. We're going to try and keep you on track as your coaches. We have a group of great experts and professionals that are going to be a part of it. Nutrition experts. We've got fitness trainers. We've got a sous chef, a pastry chef. We'll be doing live cooking sessions. We're going to walk you through the secrets on why it's so hard for you to lose weight and to keep the weight off. So please consider being a part of this. We want to get you on track. We want you to lose that 20 pounds just like Milana was able to do. Okay, so we have another question. Let's look at the number 5, I said.
Well, I was just thinking about with Milana, what your pregnancy you were developing gestational diabetes, and your blood pressure was elevated as well too. So since then,
it wasn't elevated when I was pregnant. It was not elevated when I was pregnant. It was just a gestational diabetes. The elevation happened afterwards when I gained that weight, and I've been borderline high blood pressure. So my numbers were a little elevated. When I mean a little elevated, it would be like 130 over like 90 or something like that, right, Burmy? It would be like that. And again, like we have high blood pressure in my family. My grandparents, my father, all of them had high blood pressure. They had strokes.
Yeah.
So it's real. Like I don't know why my Pokemon face, like,
Yeah,
oh no, but I mean, but I have a Pokemon face. But having the gestational diabetes, after I had the baby, after I had the baby, I went down to 175 pounds. And I definitely want to throw that shot up for y'all because y'all didn't have that picture.
You got your beach body.
Okay, I had my I was popping. I was
popping.
Thank you for
that up because I wanted. That was what I saw her when before she came in. So when I saw that picture, I said she looked a little like Whoopi Goldberg. That when I saw her that picture, my eyes shot up. I'm like, bro, what happened? So thank you for showing that.
So I went down to 175, and then but then after I had Jax, I followed up with my appointment afterwards to the endocrinologist, and my A1C was okay. It was like 6.6 or something, 6.6 something low, 6.2 borderline. But then I went back 6 months later, and it was 6.8. And she was like, "I'm writing you a prescription for metformin." And I took the metformin, and it made me so nauseous.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want this. And then so then I started looking at natural remedies like berberine and cinnamon, and and I don't know if that contributed to it, but I did that, and then the exercise, and then what Burmese weight loss program, and everything came back. And when I tell you that 6 months after I started Burmese in April, we'll say April. And then I went for my annual appointment in August. My blood sugars were not diabetic anymore. I went down to from 6.8 to 5.8.
Well, that's the biggest thing with weight loss. As soon as you start losing your weight, your body actually works better. We have one thing called BMI, which is your weight to your height ratio, that pretty much tells you, where your numbers are really reflect how healthy you are and what risk you are for heart disease. So the higher your BMI is, the greater the risk of heart disease, which is including your high blood pressure, your high risk for diabetes, high cholesterol, all the different all these conditions that actually contribute to your health in the future. So the better your BMI is, the better your numbers improve, which keep you at a lower risk, which decreases your blood pressure, your cholesterol levels. So that's the key thing as to why we actually started this whole program, as far as, having the medical weight loss. We're looking at your body and looking at you as a whole, see, where your body is having trouble, and if you're having trouble controlling your blood sugars, we look at your weight as a reason why it might be, triggering your sugars not to have that control. So we're trying to actually, improve your health condition in the long run, as to why we're actually doing this. Yeah. So it's awesome that you're at a place where you are. So
definitely.
How's your blood pressure now?
My blood pressure is still skateboarding on the borderline. I mean, my doctor wanted to put me, like, every time she's like, all right, we're going to look at it right now. And then when she does, my blood pressure is like 120 over 80. Like, it just acts right when it's time to act right. But so I'm not on any blood pressure medication as of right now, but I know that I think that I still have another 20 to 30 to go before it gets down, because of my height. My height is my biggest enemy. If I was 5'5" or 5'8", I'd be in there. But I'm 5'2".
She might be another 20 or 30 pounds heavier too. It's the weight.
I can say it.
It's the weight. And that's why we're getting you on this challenge, so we can drop this 20 pounds. Because
I'm gonna drop the 20 pounds, but I think that 20 pounds to get me back down to I mean, at the end of the day, BMI is important, because I know a lot of Black folks ignore BMI. They're like, I'm Black. We got curves. We got a little extra back there. And so, but at the end of the day, it's still fat. Either it's in the boobs or in the butt, it's still fat. So I just want to be at a healthy BMI. I don't know I don't care what the number is. I want to be here for my kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, right? Longevity, living a healthy life, not being on a bunch of medications, being able to walk around the block without huffing and puffing, being able to sleep without having the CPAP machine, that big breathing machine around your neck, just improving your overall quality of life. All right, here's a couple more questions and we'll be wrapping up in just a few minutes.
Okay.
So since you've lost the weight, have you noticed or has anything like in terms of your body image, has that been changed at all? Body image, self-esteem, the way you feel.
Absolutely. I was really feeling myself.
Okay.
I was really feeling myself. I mean, I got down quite a bit, but where I have my issue is my belly. Like anything that if I gain anything, it goes straight to my belly. And then I start getting comments like, girl, you pregnant again? Ooh, it's the baby coming. And that makes me so discouraged and so sad. But when I'm on, it makes me feel great. I haven't had any "Are you pregnant?" comments for a year now, so that's wonderful.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
I know, I've learned I don't even ask. I don't, unless maybe I see someone rubbing their tummy, and even if they're rubbing, they might be rubbing because they have gas.
If they in labor, don't even ask.
I don't even go down there. Maybe if she looks like she's about 100 years old, I might say. I mean, not 100, but I don't even ask. So just to
just stay away. Okay. Just don't say it.
I think we're at question 9 now.
But no, when it comes down to it, I think that your journey, it's helpful for other people to hear, to find out what was, what made it work for you. Like, what would you give someone else, as far as feedback or advice, as far as, how to do it, what you found that was the best tool to help you get to where you've gotten.
I think that I kept a library of pictures of myself where I'm at. Well, I mean, like of where I want to be. So I'm not measuring myself up against any Instagram model or anyone else. This is me against me. And that's what's kept me motivated. That's what you asked me, right? What's kept me motivated. Yeah. That's what kept seeing pictures of me, and I feel some type of guilt when I start veering off of the right track. I know it works for me, meat and vegetables, and apparently Corona is going to change all of that because the meat's about to die and go out of stock, and we about to all be vegetarians in a minute. So.
So then let's just, in terms of the progress that you've made and this experience that you've gotten with being able to lose 30 pounds and not only lose it, because I think we stopped our program maybe about 5 or 6 months ago, and you've been able to maintain.
I've been able to maintain.
Give us some recommendations, what tips would you have for other folks that are going through this process, may have been struggling with their weight, and how to, just how to stay on track? Any tips or words of wisdom that you'd like to pass on to other people who might be facing the same situation?
I would suggest, I mean, everybody's different, but what for works for Milana is meat and vegetables.
Which we say lean and green. That's our
lean and green. No, I don't eat bread. I don't have cravings for sweets. I mean, I can walk right past the cake. I'm cool. That's most important. And moving your body at least 30 minutes a day, like 5 days a week, just doing something. If it's a at-home workout, Dr. Burmy suggested one good app for me. It was like Woman Fit. I believe.
Women's workout. I love it.
And it's free $99. Or you can, go on YouTube and find a workout video or dance with your kids or something like that. But I think that that's really the basic. Move your body and eat, what you say, mean and green?
Lean and
green. Yeah. And that's cheat on the weekends.
I didn't think that was mine. But I will say occasional splurges is okay. We do encourage that. So yes, I'm thankful so much for you, Milana. I'm so glad and happy for the progress that you've made. We've been able to get you off some of the medications. Your A1C is normalized. Your blood pressure is looking better. And I know we still have a few more pounds. I've been trying to push you to go. So we're going to be able to touch base after we go through our 12 weeks, and we'll be able to check in with you and see how things are going, because I know you're going to be a part of this, right?
I'm gonna be a part of it. I'm down.
All right.
So for anyone else who may be interested, you'll be able to see our contact information. You can text us if you would like to be a part of this virtual group. You'll have a bunch of other motivated folks who will push you, will encourage you, working together, keeping you accountable, helping you reach those weight loss goals, getting back that beach body, getting rid of those 19 pounds, those 20 pounds that we put on as a result of this corona being stuck in the house. We are so excited about this first year anniversary. It has definitely continues to be a labor of love, but we're excited to see the progress that our patients are making, and we look forward to continued success. Donna, you have anything else you want? Any last words for the folks out there?
Come on, we're waiting for you. Come on and join the challenge. We're ready.
12 weeks. We look forward to it. So tomorrow we'll be back again. We have Lauren Jones who will be joining us. You'll be able to hear. I'm not going to show you a picture, but I'm super excited when you see her. You'll be amazed. She's also down. I think she might be down 40 or 50 pounds now. And we'll talk to her. We'll walk through the progress that she's made and still continuing to press on. So join us tomorrow, same bat time, same bat place here, Facebook Live, 7:15. Thank you again. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe, stay well, wash those hands. And I think somebody said,
stay home.
Stay home. Peace.
Bye.
Thank you, Milana. Thank you.
Thank you guys for inviting me.
Bye.